All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Blue 60! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Out left side here to Bryant. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Man, 5-7.
Wentz now to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
47's the mic. Go. Check, 47.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
51.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Now Wentz again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devon Kennard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18.
Check 3. Sunday.
This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 39. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Johnson gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Exit. 47 to Mike, boys.
Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 38-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Hey, 260. 10. Check 42. Come on.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Tight dog. Sunday.
They run with Howard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Rerun. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, high 7. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
He goes set. Blue 60. Pick it up.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good job.
And we'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After the sack on first down, Stafford, wide open receiver complete.
Oh, you set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Hurry. Alert. Hey, Irvin. If you want Mike behind.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down.
It's second and 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Bravo. QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Waiting. We got 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break. Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive. We're like, guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Touch! 120!
Squeeze, double. Check. Lucky.
Hey, Lou.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Go. 280! Black, come on.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check Mike 47. There's a party now. Hey.
Great.
24. Alert flare.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Matt Longacre charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
47's the mic.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5.
Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, Lions.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
32.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51.
Hey, box truck.
51 the mic. 51 the mic. Okay, double. Hey, Mike 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs. And
it's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. 180.
Wild Bill.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
51.
Mike 51. And watch your leg.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
51 Mike 51's the mic. In your face.
Other side, solid.
Check 24.
Throwing his Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Christian Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard. Giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Amendola. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. It's the key to this drive.
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford, screenplay, Anderson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
180!
Mike. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Watch twist, watch.
Man 5-7.
Now Wentz steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Wentz now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Wentz. Incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Sunday. Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
180.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, Stafford here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
46 down there, hot ball.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, 81, 81.
Got 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, Delta.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Brings up third down.
X3, 218, chopper. Corky, 82, Corky.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week.